Picture this. While Americans shell out billions on gym memberships and trendy fitness programs, there's a group of people quietly outliving everyone else on the planet. Japan has nearly 100,000 centenarians living today, the highest concentration of people over 100 anywhere in the world. These aren't your typical fitness enthusiasts following complex workout routines. Instead, they're practicing simple daily movements that have been part of their culture for generations. Research consistently shows that Japanese longevity stems from a combination of factors, including movement patterns, diet, community connections, and lifestyle practices that differ significantly from Western approaches. What's remarkable is that these aren't expensive interventions or high-tech solutions. They're movements so simple that they integrate seamlessly into daily life, becoming as natural as breathing. Harvard research confirms that even small increases in daily physical activity can significantly extend lifespan, with studies showing that adding just 10 minutes of movement per day can reduce mortality risk. But the Japanese approach goes beyond exercise. It's about weaving movement into the fabric of daily existence. When researchers began studying Japanese longevity patterns, they expected to find answers in advanced medical care or genetic factors. What they discovered instead was far more accessible. The secret wasn't hidden in laboratories. It was practiced openly in parks, homes, and community centers across Japan every single day. Today, you're going to discover 6 movements that form the foundation of Japanese longevity practices. Each one is scientifically supported and can be adapted to any fitness level. These aren't just exercises. They're a complete approach to maintaining your body's functionality throughout life. Now, let's see the all movements starting from movement 6, Sampo, the art of slow walking. Every morning across Japan, millions of elderly people step outside and begin what appears to be the simplest activity imaginable: walking. But this isn't ordinary walking. This is Sampo, mindful, intentional movement that synchronizes breath, steps, and awareness in ways that create profound health benefits. Japanese movement practices emphasize walking as a fundamental component of daily health, often integrated into community activities and social connections. The approach focuses on quality over quantity, encouraging slower, more deliberate movement that allows the body to fully engage with each step. The technique involves walking at deliberately slower pace than normal, often about half the speed most Westerners consider normal. This isn't about reaching a destination quickly. It's about creating a moving meditation that benefits every system in your body. Research shows that Japanese adults who incorporate regular walking into their daily routines maintain better mobility and have lower rates of functional decline as they age. The practice works because it addresses multiple systems simultaneously. The slower pace allows for complete foot contact with the ground, activating all 33 joints in each foot. This sends proprioceptive signals to your brain, improving balance and spatial awareness with every step. Your proprioceptors are sensors that tell your brain where your body is in space, and this enhanced awareness translates to better balance and reduced fall risk. What makes Sampo particularly powerful is its emphasis on breathing coordination. Practitioners often synchronize their breath with their steps, creating a rhythm that calms the nervous system while providing gentle cardiovascular exercise. This breathing pattern activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing stress hormones and promoting relaxed alertness. To practice Sampo properly, focus on rolling through your entire foot with each step. Start with your heel, roll through your arch, and push off with your toes. Keep your eyes focused about 6 feet ahead, not down at your feet. Your arms should swing naturally but minimally, with hands relaxed and fingers gently curved. Morning practice works best because cortisol levels are naturally higher upon waking, making the calming effects more pronounced. Many Japanese practitioners prefer natural surfaces like grass or dirt paths when possible, as these activate different stabilizing muscles compared to concrete sidewalks. Start with just 10 minutes of this mindful walking, gradually building to 20 to 30 minutes over several weeks. The key isn't speed or distance, it's the quality of attention you bring to the movement and the consistency of daily practice. Next, Movement 5. Radio Taiso, daily stretching. Radio Taiso, or radio calisthenics, has been broadcast in Japan since 1928, creating a national routine that millions of people practice daily. At exactly 6:30 a.m. every morning, a gentle piano melody floats across Japan's public broadcasting system, signaling the start of a remarkable phenomenon. Scientific research supports Radio Taiso's health benefits, demonstrating improvements in metabolic rate, muscle mass, respiratory function, and bone density. Studies involving patients with type 2 diabetes showed that Radio Taiso helped prevent the reduction of skeletal muscle mass, with participants showing better muscle preservation compared to control groups. But don't let the word calisthenics fool you. This isn't Western-style exercise. Large-scale research suggests that practicing Taiso exercises may reduce the risk of functional disability and dementia in older adults. The routine consists of gentle, flowing movements performed continuously for about 3 to 6 minutes, with each movement targeting multiple muscle groups while maintaining constant motion. The genius of Radio Taiso lies in its dynamic nature. Unlike static stretching where you hold positions, these movements keep you in constant, gentle motion. This approach helps lubricate joints by increasing synovial fluid production, the natural oil that keeps your body's hinges moving smoothly. Without regular movement, this fluid thickens and decreases, leading to stiffness and pain we often associate with aging. Clinical trials show that Radio Taiso provides benefits for agility, dynamic balance, and aerobic endurance in older adults with frailty. The sequence includes gentle arm raises that open the chest and improve breathing capacity, followed by arm rotations that mobilize shoulder joints. Gentle twisting movements maintain spinal flexibility, while side bends stretch the intercostal muscles between your ribs. The timing of this practice is crucial. The program is designed to be accessible to people of all ages and fitness levels, requiring no special equipment and taking only a few minutes to complete. Japanese elders typically perform this immediately upon waking, taking advantage of natural growth hormone peaks that occur during sleep, when muscles and connective tissues are most responsive to stretching. The movements should feel like you're moving through warm honey, never forcing or bouncing. Many Japanese companies still practice group Radio Taiso before work starts. And productivity studies show these employees take fewer sick days than those in companies without this practice. To get maximum benefits, consistency matters more than perfection. The key is making this a daily habit, ideally performed in the morning to prepare your body for the day ahead. Next, Movement 4. Shink-zaari, the deep squat rest. Walk through any Japanese park or garden and you'll witness something remarkable. Elderly people, some in their 80s and 90s, comfortably resting in a deep squat position, maintaining this posture for extended periods while having conversations or tending to plants. Meanwhile, most Westerners over 60 can't hold this position for even 10 seconds. This deep squatting ability, common in many Asian cultures, represents a fundamental human movement pattern that Western societies have largely lost. Harvard Health recognizes the deep squat as beneficial for lower back strength, flexibility, and mobility at the hips, knees, and ankles. This isn't just about flexibility or cultural differences. The deep squat rest is a fundamental human position that we've abandoned in chair-sitting cultures. Japanese seniors maintain this ability throughout life because they practice it daily, usually accumulating 20 to 30 minutes in this position spread throughout the day. Research suggests that the ability to perform Asian-style squats can help with back pain by maintaining proper spinal alignment and joint range of motion. The deep squat opens the hip joint to its full range of motion, preventing capsular tightening that traps many seniors in shuffling gaits. It maintains ankle flexibility, crucial for balance, and strengthens pelvic floor muscles that control bladder function. Recent research from Tohoku University showed that traditional Japanese movements involving squatting and controlled sitting motions can improve leg strength in seniors, with just 5 minutes of daily practice showing measurable benefits. Most importantly, the position decompresses the spine, allowing nutrient-rich fluid to flow into the discs between vertebrae. What makes this position particularly powerful is its integration into daily life. Japanese elders don't think of squatting as exercise. It's simply how they rest, work, and interact with their environment. They squat while waiting for buses, gardening, playing with grandchildren, or watching television. To develop this ability safely, start by squatting with your back against a wall for support. Keep your feet shoulder-width apart, with toes pointed slightly outward. Lower yourself slowly, letting your knees track over your toes. If you can't get your heels flat initially, place a rolled towel under them for support. The key principle is frequency over duration. 5 separate 1-minute squats throughout the day provide more benefit than trying to hold one 5-minute squat. Start with whatever depth feels comfortable and gradually work deeper as your mobility improves. Practice functional squatting whenever possible. Sort items from low shelves while squatting. Rest in a squat instead of bending over to tie shoes. Next, movement 3. Ashi, single leg standing. Mayo Clinic research has identified single leg standing as one of the most reliable indicators of healthy aging, showing it's a better measure of aging than changes in strength or walking patterns. This might sound absurd, but Japanese physicians actually prescribe single-leg standing like Western doctors prescribe medication. Studies consistently show that the ability to balance on one leg is strongly associated with longevity and reduced fall risk. In Japan, the one-leg standing test is used by medical professionals to assess motor function and predict frailty in elderly populations. The practice is so well established that it's covered by health insurance because the data supporting its benefits is overwhelming. When you stand on one leg, something remarkable happens. Research involving Japanese elderly populations shows that shorter one-leg standing times are associated with higher fall rates and functional decline. Your body makes thousands of micro-adjustments per minute to maintain balance, strengthening not just muscles, but the entire neuromuscular system. Your proprioceptors become hyperactive. Your vestibular system in the inner ear sharpens its responses. Your visual processing speeds up as your brain integrates information from multiple systems simultaneously. This isn't just physical exercise, it's neurological training that maintains connections between your brain and body. The standard recommendation is that if you can stand on one leg for 30 seconds, you are doing well for your age group. Research tracking balance ability across age groups shows that one-leg standing time naturally declines with age, but this decline can be slowed with regular practice. The standard protocol starts simple. Stand near a wall or sturdy chair for safety. Lift one foot just an inch off the ground. Focus your eyes on a fixed point about 10 feet away. Breathe normally and try to maintain the position for 30 seconds. Switch legs and repeat. As you improve, add progressive challenges. Close your eyes for added difficulty. This removes visual input, forcing your other balance systems to work harder. Japanese elders often practice this while brushing their teeth, effectively getting 2 minutes of practice during an existing daily routine. Advanced practitioners add small movements while balancing. Slowly turn your head left and right. Raise your arms overhead. Make small circles with the lifted foot. Each variation challenges different aspects of balance and coordination. Next, Movement 2, Seiza, floor-sitting transitions. In Japanese culture, sitting on the floor is a traditional practice with deep historical roots, involving positions like Seiza, kneeling, that require specific movement patterns to transition between floor and standing positions. The average Japanese person over 70 transitions from standing to floor sitting and back up again over 20 times per day. Research indicates that the ability to get up from the floor without assistance is correlated with mortality rates, with those who can perform this movement showing better overall health outcomes. The complex motor planning required for floor transitions activates multiple brain regions simultaneously, providing cognitive benefits alongside physical ones. Getting down to the floor and back up safely requires sequential movement planning, balance control, strength modulation, and spatial awareness all working together. It's essentially a full brain and full body workout disguised as a simple daily activity. The traditional Japanese method involves a specific sequence. Starting from standing with feet together, you lower one knee to the ground, then the other, settling back onto your heels in a kneeling position. From here, you can shift into various floor-sitting positions. To rise, you reverse the process, bringing one foot forward into a lunge position and pushing through that leg to stand. This sounds simple, but requires incredible control and strength. Most Westerners who attempt this movement are shocked by how challenging it feels. We've become so dependent on chairs that we've lost this fundamental human movement pattern. To build this ability safely, start with supported transitions using a low stool or ottoman as an intermediate step. Place your hands on the stool as you lower to kneeling, then remove them once stable. Practice on soft surfaces like carpet initially to reduce impact on knees. Over weeks, use progressively less hand support until you can perform the movement unassisted. The frequency matters more than perfection. Even 2 or 3 floor transitions daily provide significant benefits. Japanese elders don't think of this as exercise, it's simply how they live. For those learning it later in life, patience is essential, but the payoff in functional independence is extraordinary. Next, Movement 1, Tanui Habiki, the towel twist. While specific research on the exact traditional towel twist practice is limited, the principles behind isometric resistance training are well established. Research shows that isometric exercises using towels for resistance can provide grip strengthening and muscle activation benefits throughout the body. Isometric exercises involve muscle contractions without joint movement. When you create tension by pulling against resistance, you activate muscle fibers in ways that dynamic movements cannot achieve. This type of training can improve strength, stability, and neuromuscular control throughout the entire body. A basic version involves holding a rolled towel horizontally at shoulder height, hands about 18 inches apart. You create tension by pulling outward as if trying to rip the towel apart. While maintaining this tension, you can perform various movements, twisting your torso, raising and lowering your arms, or adding gentle rotational movements. The key to maximizing benefits is coordinating your breathing with the movements. Inhale during preparation phases, hold briefly during maximum tension, and exhale during release. This breathing pattern activates the vagus nerve, triggering parasympathetic responses that reduce inflammation and promote recovery. What makes isometric training particularly valuable for older adults is its joint-friendly nature. Because there's no rapid movement or impact, it's safe for people with arthritis or joint limitations. Yet it can still provide significant strength and stability benefits when practiced consistently. The scalability is remarkable. Beginners can use minimal tension and simple movements, while advanced practitioners can create greater resistance and add complex coordination challenges. These exercises can be performed twice daily, once in the morning to activate the nervous system and once in the evening to promote recovery. The revolution in understanding healthy aging isn't about discovering new technologies or supplements. It's about recognizing the wisdom in movement patterns that have been practiced for generations. These 6 movements represent more than just exercises. They're a complete philosophy of how to age gracefully and maintain vitality throughout life. Research consistently shows that people who maintain regular movement patterns age differently than those who don't. They keep their independence, maintain cognitive function, and enjoy their later years rather than merely enduring them. The Japanese approach demonstrates that longevity isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. What sets this approach apart from Western fitness paradigms is its integration into daily life. The Japanese approach to longevity emphasizes that movement should be integrated into daily life, supported by community connections and practiced consistently over time. These movements don't require gym memberships, special equipment, or dedicated workout time. The Japanese have demonstrated that longevity isn't just about genetics or diet. It's about maintaining movement patterns that support the body's natural functions throughout life. These practices address every aspect of physical function simultaneously: strength, flexibility, balance, coordination, and cardiovascular health. The choice before you is clear. You can continue following exercise paradigms that separate fitness from daily life, or you can adopt these simple movements that treat healthy aging as a natural process to be supported through consistent, gentle practice woven throughout your day. The question isn't whether these movements work. The science supports their effectiveness, and millions of Japanese elders provide living proof. The question is whether you'll start today or wait until tomorrow to begin supporting your own healthy aging journey. Remember, it's never too late to begin. Whether you're 50 or 80, your body retains the ability to adapt and improve with consistent practice. Start with whichever movement feels most accessible and gradually build from there. The key is consistency over intensity, progression over perfection. Which of these movements resonates most with you? Have you experienced the benefits of incorporating traditional movement practices into your daily routine? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If this video was helpful, kindly type "yes" in the comments. That motivates us to produce more evidence-based content like this. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who could benefit from these practices, and subscribe for more science-backed health insights. Thank you for joining us on this journey toward healthier, more vibrant aging.